All right, we are going to take this toward Firefly here today, or Tittibhasana, which basically means there's going to be a whole bunch of hip opening, working into the inner thighs, getting to the hamstrings quite a bit as well, so just be ready for that. Just two demonstrations before we begin. At the beginning of the sequence here, once we get into the main part of the flow, I'm going to start this out with a series of frog hops. Now, the whole reason for this is to put some weight on your hands, warm up your hips, and get you ready for what's about to come. So when you come into this, you're going to start this from your downward facing dog. And we're going to go for do this 3 times each time we come into the flow. So from here, and just take a look at my feet. You can keep this relatively low, but take an inhale. With the exhale, you're just going to bend the knees, look forward, hop forward. Land on your toes, land with your knees wide, and you don't have to lift your feet up all that high. Just bring your hips up high, put the weight to your hands, try to land this light, and be springy so you can just step it right back because you're going to do it 2 more times. If you want to take it to the other extreme, you can bring this up higher and take this toward inversion. And same cueing, deep inhale. With the exhale, bend the knees, look forward, hop this forward. And then still, land on your toes, land light. And after we've done that 3 times, we'll move into the sequence from there. So just keep that in mind. Now, that's at the beginning of the sequence. At the very end of the sequence, I got one more demonstration here. We're going to take this toward basically a half firefly. And this is the setup that we take coming in toward your flying lizard shape. So for that, you're going to have both hands down on the floor, about to come into crow. But before you go into the arm balance, I want you to take one of your legs, wrap it around your arm. So I'm going to bring my left leg around my left arm. So my left foot's between my hands from the front. The right knee touches my right arm from behind, and you can just sink down here and really work this into the leg that's wrapped around your arm. It's going to take this into the inner thigh, and that's really what we're trying to take this into. If you can take it further, lift that front foot, squeeze the arm that the leg's wrapping around, and then maybe balance it. You can lean forward, lift the back foot as well, and maybe just stay here. This is sort of an uncomfortable version of crow if your hips are tight. If you're able to take this further, and if your hamstrings are open, you got the option with that front leg. You can keep the inner thigh pressing in, maybe straighten that leg out. But just feel this out and just take it as far as you can, and we'll move through the vinyasa from there. So work it as best you can, and that is going to prep you for when we come into Firefly at the very end. So just keep that in mind. So to get this started, bring yourself to a seat. And we're going to start warming up the hips right away before we do anything else. So just keep the left leg as is. You can bend the knee, straighten the leg, whatever you like. But I want you to cradle the right leg. So bring the right arm around your right knee. With your left hand, take hold of the outside edge of the right foot and curl the toes of the right foot. Keep the foot tense. Bring the shin toward parallel with the floor, and then just move side to side. Try to draw that shin in as close as you can. And keep the leg tense so any stretch goes into the outer hip. And just breathe into this for a moment here. And keep in mind, if this doesn't feel that comfortable, you're not that warmed up. We're just trying to open things up. Go ahead, release that, and let's take it on the other side. Just bring your right foot down. And then wrap your left arm around your left knee. Right hand comes to the outer edge of the left foot. Curl the toes. And keep the foot tense. Move side to side. Try to keep that shin parallel to the floor. And try to bring it in close to your chest as you sit this up tall. And then go ahead, release this leg, and we'll take an upright seat. So we're just so we're on the same page. Draw the right leg in first, and then bring the left leg in front. Now you got the option here. You can just take this as a cross-legged seat, but make sure you can pick your hands up off the floor and still sit upright without straining too much. You shouldn't have to round your spine. And if your hips are tight and the knees are up high, slide the feet forward. Maybe let the knees go wide, and this could be plenty. If you want to take this further, deeper to the hips, you got the option, still with the cross, but bring the left leg and left ankle up onto the right thigh, and this will take you into double pigeon. Now here, just like before, curl the toes, left foot, keep them curled, and actually keep both feet tense and pressing down into the floor. And whatever position you end up in here, see that you can keep both sit bones down. Once you've set this up, just bring the fingertips out to your sides, just enough for some stability, and then relax your shoulders down, keep your neck nice and long. Now curl the toes of both feet, whatever position you're in. Keep the feet pressing down. And then just to warm this up a little bit more, start to fold forward. Hinge from the hips. Bring your chest forward. Keep the shoulders back. Just feel this out. And then just take it slow and come back upright. Again like that, bring your chest forward. Keep the shoulders pulled back. Fold toward the crossed legs. And then lift back up. And then one more time, hinge forward, lead with your chest. Keep your feet tense and then bring yourself to sitting up tall. Now just relax your shoulders down. Keep some tension through your midsection here. Draw your chin in just a little bit. And just close your eyes. So just take a moment to settle in. Let your mind quiet down. And then start to deepen your breathing here. So the inhale's pulling as much air as you can. Try to fill up your lungs. Hold on to all that breath at the top. When you exhale, constrict the back of your throat. So slow your breath down on the way back out. And just work to make your exhales last at least as long as the inhales as you breathe. And just keep breathing like this here to start. And then take a deep inhale. With the exhale, just open your eyes. And then set your hands down behind you, lean back, reverse the cross. Bring the left leg in first, right leg in front. And maybe just a cross-legged seat like you had before. If you took it to double pigeon, take that on the other side and bring the right ankle up onto your left thigh. Now wherever you take this to, arrange yourself. Sit this up tall, both sit bones down. And then fingertips to the floor, again for stability here. Keep the toes of both feet curled. And then just like before, hinge forward, bring yourself down over your cross legs. And then lift back up and sit upright. Again, lead with your chest, hinges forward again. And then come back up. One more time, hinge forward, lead with your chest. And then bring yourself back upright again. And then when you're ready with an inhale, just reach your arms up high. Exhale, hands down through heart center. Inhale, reach us up high again. Exhale, hands through center. Inhale, arms up high. With the exhale, bring the hands through center one more time. Now get your hands down behind you, lean back, uncross your legs. And just sit the feet about hips width distance apart and just loosen up and twist. Fold your knees right and left for a moment. And then go ahead, bring this back into center. Set your feet down flat. Reach your arms forward around your spine as much as you can. Now stay around it. And slowly roll all the way back down onto your back. And then once you're down, just bring your arms to your sides. Shoulders on the floor. And bring your legs into Baddha Konasana. So soles of feet to touch, knees out wide. Now just feel this out here. Keep the feet in contact. Pull your heels in close and start with your low back basically flat. You want to use this for a variation of bridge. Now with your arms at your sides, bend the elbows so your forearms are vertical. Make your hands into fists and keep your fists clenched. Elbows pressing down, just keep your gaze up high. And then take it up and down. So with an inhale, lift your hips, squeeze your glutes. Exhale, roll back down. Inhale, press your hips up high. And then with the exhale, lower. Inhale, lift your hips up again. Exhale, roll down. Inhale, press this up high. And then with the exhale, lower. Inhale, lift your hips, squeeze your glutes. Exhale, come down. Inhale, press this up high. And then with the exhale, lower. Inhale, lift your hips again. Exhale, roll down. Inhale, press this up high. And then exhale, lower. Now inhale, lift your hips up one more time. Stay lifted here. Keep your glutes squeezing. And still pull the knees out wide. Now if you can keep this shape, keep the hips lifted as they are, and just reach your arms out long past your head, and just hold this lift. Keep the hips pressing high, keep the knees out wide still. Take an inhale. Now with the exhale, just roll back down. Bring your knees to your chest, bring your hands to your knees, squeeze everything in. And then as you're squeezing, lift your head and shoulders, bring your nose close to your knees. Now look forward with the knees out wide. Reach between the knees. Take hold of your big toes. Bring the soles of the feet back together. Now from here, I want you to round your spine as much as you can. Lift the shoulders up off the floor. Lift your tailbone. And keep that rounding. We're going to roll this back and forth. So when you're ready, bring the weight toward the shoulders. And then toward your tailbone. And just keep on moving back and forth like that. And keep that rounding. Now I want you to take it back and forth like this at least 5 times. And then once you come up the last time, try to just find your balance right away. So you're still holding your toes, feet are still together, knees out wide. Press your low back forward, sit this up tall, relax your shoulders down. And then stay balanced here, just release your grip, bring the legs together. Shins toward parallel with the floor. And we'll go back and forth from this position to kneeling. So just bring the right foot behind your left leg. Now roll forward, bring the right shin down, left foot down, maybe use your hands. But lift up to kneeling, push your hips forward once you're up. And then pull your belly in, round your spine, come down light, and come to active boat. A few more rounds. Bring the left foot behind the right leg. Roll forward, lean forward, lift up to kneeling, push your hips forward. Pull back in, round your spine, and bring your legs back together. Right foot behind your left leg, roll forward, lean forward, lift, push your hips forward. Pull back in and round. Take it back down, legs together. Left foot behind the right leg, roll forward, lean forward, lift, hips forward. Pull back in, come back down, legs together. Right foot behind your left leg, roll forward, lean forward, lift, hips forward again. Pull back in and round. Back to your seat, legs together. One more time with the left foot behind the right leg. Roll forward, lean forward, lift, hips forward again. Pull back in, round your spine. Come back down, back to boat and hold here. And then once you come back to center, bring the knees out wide, feet together. And again, take hold of your big toes. Now press your lower back forward, keep your shoulders down, still sit this up tall. And maybe just stay here. Now if you can take it further, and you probably can, start to lift the feet a little bit. Maybe a lot, and just keep the knees out wide. Take this toward a straddle. Maybe bring your feet up higher still. Now wherever you take this to, keep your low back pressing forward. Try to keep your spine upright best you can. Tense up your thighs. Feel that tension around the hinge of the hips. And then as you hold that shape, keep that tension in your thighs. And very slowly just release your grip and hold your shape. Take an inhale. And then with the exhale, cross at the ankles, come forward your hands, and come into all fours. And then once you take it to all fours, take a moment here, move around. Stretch your hands. Stretch your fingers, let the shoulders and hips just move a bit. And then bring this into center, and we'll take this into the wrist. Now keep your hips stacked over your knees. But slide the hands in close, within about one hand's length. Flip your hands over, backs of the hands down, palms up, point the fingertips in toward you. Now spread your fingers wide, press the fingertips down. And with the hands tense like this, just go ahead and sway your shoulders side to side and feel things out. Now this is enough, and you can stay here with this if you like, but if you can take it further, just bring the weight into center. And let's just take it side to side from here. So put the weight to your left leg. And then lift the right knee. Try to touch your right elbow and set the knee down. Bring the weight right, left knee to right elbow. And come back down. And then again, right knee to left elbow. Bring the knee to the floor. Left knee to left elbow again. And set the knee down. One more time, right knee up to the elbow. And bring it down. One more time with the left knee to your elbow. And set it down. And then just go ahead, flip your hands over. Palms down, fingertips still pointing in toward you. Now spread your fingers wide. Dig your fingertips down to the floor. Move around. And keep the hands tense. Keep gripping. Now if you can take this further, come into center. Now bring your shoulders forward. Squeeze your elbows in underneath you. You're not going to lower too far, but try to keep bent arms. And then take it side to side like this. As you're gripping the floor with your fingers, keep your weight forward. But lift your left leg, extend it to the side. Try to touch the heel down, and then bring the knee back to the mat. Right leg to the side, heel to the floor, and come back to center. Left leg to the side, heel touches down. Back to center here. Right leg to the side, touch your heel down, and bring it back to center. Left leg to the side, heel down one more time. Back to center. Right leg to the side, heel down. And then back to center. And then come up onto the fingertips and down to sitting on your heels. Take a moment. Shake your hands out. Loosen up your fingers and loosen up your wrists. Now once the hands are ready, come into all fours. And then from all fours, I want you to turn. You can go right or left, but turn to the center of the mat, the center of the long edge. Now from here, just stay at center. Hands about shoulder width. We're going to come into the crow setup from here. So come up onto both feet and stay folded. Now, as you lift this up, go ahead, lift your heels, stay on your toes. Sink your hips down, bring the knees out wide outside your arms. So use your inner thighs to keep the legs squeezing in. And keep that tension, legs pushing into your arms the whole time. Hold that contact. Now, what I'm going to do here is keep this set up and walk it sideways. So keep the weight on your toes, but lift your hands maybe about an inch or two. Now, bring your hands toward the back of the mat, set them down. And then lift your feet and let the feet go to the side. And just keep on shifting your weight forward and back. And walk this all the way to the back edge of your mat. Now once you've taken this all the way to the back, reverse direction. Hands go down and then the toes. And walk this all the way to the front. Now keep your legs touching your arms. Keep your legs squeezing in tight. And just get used to the rhythm of the movement here going forward and back. Now once you make it to the front, reverse direction again. Come all the way to the back. And again, just shift this side to side. Now resist the urge to separate your legs from your arms, and I know it's a lot of tension to hold on to here. But once you make it all the way to the back of the mat, just reverse direction one more time and come back to center to where you started. And then once you're back at center, just go ahead and release and come down to all fours and just turn toward the front of your mat. And you can move around here for a moment. Now I want to take things further into the shoulders, but also into the hips. So we're going to take this from all fours down to a lopsided setup. So bring yourself down to the right forearm, but stay on your left hand. Right elbow to the side. Right hand moves into center, so that forearm's diagonal. Slide your left hand back, stack the elbow above the wrist, and keep it pulled into your side. Now with your chest facing down, put the weight to the right knee and hover the left. Keep your left knee bent. Now lift your left knee out to the side as high as you can. Fold the leg in. Left knee to the side, lift it high. Fold the leg in. Now left knee to the side one more time. Now keep that left leg lifted and try to keep your left leg parallel to the floor. We're going to take it further here. Extend your left leg straight out to the side, reach to the big toe. Now bend the left knee, pull the heel to your seat. Bring that foot behind you, leg still parallel to the floor. And again, extend that left leg out to the left. Bend the knee, bring the foot behind you. Left leg out to your left side, fully extended. Bend the knee, bring the foot behind. Left leg out to the side again. Bend the knee, bring the leg behind. Left leg out to the side one more time. Bend the knee, bring the leg behind, and then go ahead and set the knee down. Come back up to all fours. And then let's take it to the other side. When you're ready, bring your left forearm down. Left elbow to the side, left hand moves into center, that forearm is diagonal. Slide your right hand back, stack the elbow above the wrist and keep it pulled in. Now put the weight to the left knee and hover the right, keep your right knee bent. Right knee out to the side as high as you can lift. Fold the leg back in. Right knee out to the side again. And then fold the leg in. Right knee to the side. Now keep that leg lifted, keep it parallel to the floor. Keep the right elbow pulled in. Extend your right leg all the way to the right, reach to the big toe. Now bend the right knee and bring the right foot behind you. Right leg out to the side again. Bend the knee, bring the leg behind. Right leg straight out to the side. Bend the knee, bring the leg behind. Right leg out to the side again. Bend the knee, bring the leg behind. Right leg out to the side. Bend the knee, bring the leg behind. And then just set the right knee back down. Come up onto both hands and move around. And then from here, let's take it down onto both forearms, and we're going to take this into dolphin. So with both forearms on the floor, you got two choices here. You can keep your forearms parallel, palms down, or press your palms together, whatever suits you best. Just keep the elbows at shoulder width. Now, when you're ready, tuck the toes of both feet, lift your knees, and bring your hips up high. Walk your feet and get your hips up as high as you can. Now, just keep your hands pushing down. You can always just stay here if this is enough. Otherwise, we're going to go back and forth and move to a scorpion position. So when you're ready, with an inhale, raise your right leg high as you can. Bend the right knee, hang the right foot left, stay lifted. Now straighten the right leg, reach straight up, and then bring the foot down. Left leg up high as you can go. Bend the left knee, hang the left foot right. Straighten your left leg, reach up, and bring the foot down. Right leg up high again. Bend the right knee, hang your right foot left. Reach the right leg straight up, and bring the foot down. Left leg up high. Bend the left knee, hang your left foot right. Left leg straight up, and bring the foot back down. Right leg up high. Bend the knee, hang your right foot left. Reach straight up, and then bring the foot down. One more time, left leg high. Bend the left knee, hang your left foot right. Left leg straight up, and then bring the foot down. You're still in dolphin. Now from here, keep your hands pushing down. We're going to take this toward baby crow, looking for compression. Now stay on your toes, the heels are lifted. Walk your feet forward, bend the knees. And bring the knees as close as you can to your armpits. You want to touch your upper arms. Now, once you find that contact, start to look forward, start to lean. And if you can lean forward enough, maybe lift your feet up off the floor, just barely balancing up off your mat. And then go ahead, release. Set everything down. Bring yourself up to all fours. And once you're in all fours, just take a moment here, move around. Stretch your hands, stretch your fingers, let the shoulders and hips move a bit, and just stay loose. Now you can just stay here and breathe. You can take another stretch if you like, but once you're ready, find your down dog. Tuck your toes, lift your knees, bring your hips up high. And as you settle into this shape, take a look at how you set this up. Hands about shoulder width. Press your palms flat so you can feel weight toward the base of your thumbs. Let your chest sink low. But then reach your hips up as high as you can toward the ceiling. Pull into the belly, round the lower ribs. Use your core to help lengthen your spine. If your legs are tight, keep a bend in the knees. And if you want to just stay loose, you can keep paddling out. Let your hips move side to side. When you're ready here, take a deep inhale. And then with the exhale, just bend the knees. Look forward, step to the front, take a ragdoll fold. Now feet about hips with distance apart. Deep bend in the knees. Let your belly touch your thighs. Let your head hang, let your spine round. And just let everything go long and loose and let the muscles in your neck relax. Now you can hang your hands to the floor. You can reach to opposite elbows. Maybe shake side to side to loosen further. And then when you're ready, just release any grip that you have. Keep your knees bent to begin and restack your spine. Roll up to standing. Bring your head up last and just open up your palms at your sides. Now when you're ready, with an inhale, reach your arms up high. And then with the exhale, bring your hands down to heart center. Now take a moment here to breathe, set an intention. Let your mind clear, find your focus. Take a deep inhale. And then with the exhale, just release your hands. Now with the next inhale, reach your arms up high. With the exhale, slowly fold this forward. Hinge at the hips, start with a straight spine. Pull, bending the knees. Keep your core engaged, move smoothly, and then release at the bottom. Now with an inhale, lift up halfway. Fingertips to the shins, lengthen forward to the crown of your head. And then bring your hands to the mat and let's step it back to high plank. Now find your shape, press into your palms. Press your spine up toward the ceiling, keep that lift. Take an inhale here. And then with the exhale, slowly bring your shoulders forward as the elbows bend. Keep your body in line and the elbows pulled in and come all the way down to your belly. Now once you're down, flatten the feet out behind you. Hands under the shoulders, elbows in at your sides. We're going to take it up and down through low cobra. So with an inhale, just peel up your head, neck, and chest. Exhale, roll this back down. Inhale, peel up again. And then with the exhale, lower. Now inhale, peel up one more time and just stay lifted here. Keep the lift in your upper body, feet pressing down, keep your glutes squeezing. And then take the weight out of your hands. Pull the elbows to your sides, draw the shoulders back, look forward, and work to lift up even higher. Take an inhale. With the exhale, roll it back down. Now hands under the shoulders, elbows in at your sides, press the palms to the floor. And let's take it to upward facing dog. So with an inhale, straighten your arms. Now pull your chest forward, let your hips hang, stand at the tops of your feet. Keep your legs active and lift your knees. To take it further, kick your feet down, squeeze your glutes, and pull the hips forward to deepen and lengthen the arc all through the front. Now lift with the arms and lift with your shoulders. Keep your neck long, keep your chest pulling forward. Deep inhale. And then with the exhale, pull your belly in. Hips high, come back to down dog. Paddle out here. Move your hips side to side. All right, now keep in mind, we're starting this out with those frog hops. There's going to be 3. You can bring it up high, you can keep it low. Just land on your toes, land with the knees wide, and be ready to move. So when you're ready here, take an inhale. With the exhale, bend the knees. Look forward, hop this forward, land light, and then step it back, hips up high. 2 more times, take an inhale. Exhale, bend the knees. Look forward, hop this forward. Step it back again, hips up high. 1 more time, take an inhale. Exhale, bend the knees. Look forward, hop this forward. And this time, stay at the front. Now set your left foot down between your hands. That'll be the base. Pull the right knee to your chest, and then take hold of that knee. Come up all the way to standing. And then just take it slow. Dig your left big toe down, slow your breathing down. When you're ready, left hand to your hip. With your right hand, pull the knee up high and bring it in close. Now this is enough, and you can just keep yourself tall. Try to take it further, lean back a little bit, maybe bend your left knee, maybe look up. Now if you want to take it further, you can reach your left arm up and back, keep the front of the body nice and long. And if you want to go further still, right hand inside the right leg, maybe hold the big toe. Now you can use that grip and pull the knee up higher. Maybe extend the leg forward and up, but keep your balance, keep your left big toe grounded. Now take an inhale. With the exhale, slowly, right knee lifted, hands to your hips. switch this out and set your right foot down. Come to standing with your left knee high. Now once you're stable, with the left hand hold your left knee, bring it out to the side and open up that hip. And just lift that knee up as high as you can. This is enough right here. Now if you can take it further still, reach your right arm down at your side about 45 degrees. Now maybe look down your right arm. Maybe start to lean this right and lift your left knee higher. And this is plenty. Keep that hip open. Now if you're going to go further, you can reach inside the left leg. Maybe find the big toe. If you have that grip, you can pull the knee up higher still. Maybe extend the leg to the side and up. And just take it to where you can. Be sure you can stay balanced wherever you go. No need to extend that leg if it's too much. All right, still balancing here. Left hand to your left knee. Right hand to your hip. Just look forward. Now I want to take it down to the mat, but I want you to move slow here and keep your left hip open. Put a little bend in your right knee. Slowly hinge from the right hip. Now just keep that left knee to the side. Take this toward halfway down. And then whenever you're ready, stay on the right foot, bring both hands down and curl in, pull the left knee to your chest. And from here, I want to take this to your revolved half moon. So once you've folded, the left hand stays down. Forward to the right foot, but over to the left, lean left. When you're ready, extend the left leg back, and then reach your right arm high and open up your chest to the right. Now find that twist, right shoulder high. You can bend the right knee, but straighten the leg if you can. And if you can bind it, bend the left knee, right hand reaches back. If you do find that foot, kick into your hand. Take an inhale. Now at the exhale, just release this. Both hands down, left foot steps back, come into low lunge. Take it down deeper, left knee down, left foot flat behind. Now sink your hips down, press them forward. We're going to open this up. When you're ready with an inhale, reach your arms up and back, gaze up high. Now let your hips sink low toward the front of the mat. Pull that left hip forward. And holding on to your shape, just bring your hands to your low back. Now interlace your fingers, bring the palms toward each other. Draw the shoulders further back, press your knuckles down toward the floor. Keep your chest open like this. Now I want to move in this shape. I want you to keep squeezing the glutes on your left side, keep your left foot kicking down, and then just using your right leg. Push into your right foot, lean this further back, and then deep into the right knee, sink down and forward. Again, press into the right foot, lean further back. Deep into the right knee, sink down and forward. Press into your right foot, lean further back. Now just stay back like this. Keep the shoulders pulled back, press your knuckles down to the floor. Keep the glutes squeezing on the left. Take an inhale. Now at the exhale, slowly, just bring your torso upright, look forward. Everything stacked to vertical from the right knee up, legs about 90 degrees. And then hinge forward. Keep the shoulders pulled back. And bring your belly down to touch your right thigh. Now pull the right hip back, left hip forward. We're moving toward a half split. So release your hands, bring them down to the floor, either side of your right foot. Now take this to where you can, but again, keep that tension, keep that contact, the belly pressing to your right thigh. Lift the toes, the right foot up off the floor. Now maybe just pull the right hip back and this is enough. If you can extend that right leg further forward, take it to where you can with still holding your belly on your thigh. Right hip back, left hip forward. Keep your left hand down. Now from here, I want you to dig into that right heel. Stay light on the right hand. We're going to open this up into a twist. So when you're ready, just slowly reach your right arm up toward the ceiling. Bring the hand back down to the floor. Keep the belly on the thigh. Again, reach your right arm up high. Twist open to the right. And then bring the fingertips back down to the floor. 3 more times. Right arm high. Open up to the right side. Bring the hand back down, belly still touching your right thigh. Right arm reaching up again, dig into the right heel. And then bring that hand back down. 1 more time, reach your right arm up high. And then bring the right hand down to the floor. And then from here, go ahead, bend the right knee, set the right foot flat. Tuck the toes of the left foot, lift the left knee behind, come into low lunge. Dancer's bridge will be next, left hand's your base. Roll to the outside edge of the left foot, right foot steps behind your left leg, sink all the way down. And then with an inhale, press your hips up high. Now keep your glutes squeezing, reach your right arm past your head. And you can work this like side plank with the right shoulder above the left, or open your chest toward the ceiling, make it more of a back bend. Just keep pushing up and keep breathing. Now take an inhale here. With the exhale, sink back down. Now bring your right hand forward, right foot forward. Step the left foot forward as well. And from here, we're going to take it into that half firefly setup. So while you fold it, wrap your right leg around your right arm, right foot between your hands from the front, bring both palms down flat, and then lift your left heel and touch the left knee to your left arm from behind. Now squeeze the right leg around the right arm, lift the right foot up off the floor, and just settle in. And this is enough to feel that on the right inner thigh. If you can go further, lean forward, lift your left foot up as well. And if you can take it further still, that half firefly is going to have you straighten the right leg with that right inner thigh still squeezing in. Just take things to where you can go here. And then once you're ready, go ahead, step this back, fly it back, and take it through your vinyasa. Once you find your down dog, just move around. All right, bring in this to the other side again with the frog hops high or low. Take an inhale. With the exhale, bend the knees. Look forward, hop it forward, land light. Step it back, hips up high. 2 more times like that. Take an inhale. Exhale, bend the knees. Look forward, hop this forward. Step it back again, hips up high. 1 more time, take an inhale. Exhale, bend the knees. Look forward, hop this forward. And stay at the front. Now bring the right foot down between your hands. That'll be the base. Left knee to your chest. Take hold of your left knee and come up all the way to standing. Now dig the right big toe down into the floor. Right hand to your hip. With your left hand, pull that left knee up high and bring it in as close as you can. Now if you can take it further, maybe start to lean back, maybe put a bend in the right knee, maybe bring your gaze up high. If you want to take it further, reach your right arm up and back. And if you want to take it further still, you can reach the left hand inside the left leg, find the big toe. Now if you have that grip, you can bring the knee up higher. Maybe extend the leg forward and up. Now still balancing here, just bring your torso upright, hands to your hips. Set the left foot down. Come to standing with the right knee lifted. Now when you're stable, with the right hand, hold your right knee, pull it out to the side, open up your hip. It's enough right here, but if you want to go further, left arm reaching down at your side about 45 degrees. Now see about looking down your left arm. Maybe lean left and bring that right knee up higher. And if you want to take it even further, you can reach inside the right leg, hold the big toe, maybe lift the knee higher, maybe extend the leg up into the side. You're still leaning however you take this. Still balancing here. Bring yourself upright. Left hand to your hip, right hand to your right knee with that knee out to the side. Just look forward. And then we'll take it down slow from here. Keep a little bend in your left knee. Slowly hinge the left hip, right knee to the side. Bring yourself down toward a halfway fold. And then whenever you're ready, take it slow. Bring both hands down. You're on your left foot, pull the right knee to your chest and curl in. Now open this up to your revolved half moon. Right hand down, fold your left foot over to the right, lean right. When you're ready, extend the right leg back and reach your left arm high to open this up, find the twist. Bend the left knee if you need to. Straighten that leg if you can. And if you're going to bind, bend the right knee. Reach with the left hand. If you do find that foot, kick into your hand and take this to where you can go. All right, take an inhale. With the exhale, just release. Both hands down, step the right foot down behind you. Come into low lunge. Take it lower, right knee down. Right foot flat behind. Now sink your hips down, press them forward. And then open this up. With an inhale, reach the arms up and back, gaze up high. Now let your hips sink low toward the front of the mat. Keep your right foot kicking down. Keep the glutes squeezing on the right. And as you hold this, bring your hands to your low back. Now interlace your fingers. Find the interlace that feels strange. Elbows weight is had. Pull the palms toward each other. Press your knuckles toward the floor. Draw the shoulders back and open up your chest as much as you can. Now taking this further, hold your shape and keep your glutes squeezing on the right. Move with your left leg. Press into your left foot. Lean this further back. Deep bend your left knee, sink down and forward. Again, press into your left foot, lean this further back. Deep bend of the left knee, sink down and forward. Pressing your left foot, lean back, stay back this time. Keep the glutes squeezing on the right. Keep your shoulders pulled back. Keep breathing here. And then slowly, just bring your torso upright, look forward. Everything stacks to vertical from the right knee up to start. And then hinge further. So lead with your chest. Bring your belly down to touch your left thigh. And then both hands down around your left foot. Now taking us that half split setup, pull the left hip back, right hip forward. Go ahead, lift the toes of your right foot. And you can slide that heel forward as far as you like. The knee can be bent, and that's fine. Dig the left heel down, pull that left hip back, look for the stretch on the back of the left thigh. And just keep the right hand out on the floor. Belly stays touching your thigh as we open to the twist. Go ahead, reach your left arm up high as you can. And then bring that hand down to the floor. Left arm reaching high, dig into the left heel. And then bring the hand back down. Left arm reaching high, belly still touching your thigh. Bring the hand down to the floor. Reach your left arm up high again. And then bring that hand down low. One more time, reach your left arm high. And then bring the hand down one more time. Bend your left knee, set that foot flat. Tuck the toes of the right foot, lift the right knee up off the floor. And then from your low lunge into dancer's bridge, right hand's your base. Roll to the outside edge of the right foot, left foot steps behind the right leg, sink down. With an inhale, press your hips up high, squeeze your glutes, stretch your left arm long. And again, open up your chest, let your head fall back, maybe stack your shoulders, and maybe face your chest toward the ceiling. Just take it to where you can go here. Take an inhale. With the exhale, sink this straight down. Left hand forward, left foot forward. Bring your right foot forward as well. And let's take this into that half firefly. I want you to wrap your left leg around your left arm. Left foot between your hands from the front. Both palms flat. Lift your right heel and touch the right knee to your arm from behind. Now, squeeze the left leg into your left arm, lift your left foot. And maybe just sink down here. If you can balance it, lean forward and lift your right foot up as well. For the half firefly, see about straightening your left leg out. Left inner thigh still squeezing your arm. And just take this to where you can go. And then go take this through another vinyasa. All right, from here, we're going to take it right into Firefly while we're loose and warm. So just keep your hips up high, but walk your feet in toward the center of the mat. And take this as a wide-legged forward fold. So bring the feet a little wider than your hips. Heels in, toes out, keep your knees bent and stay loose. Now keep your head down low, and you're going to walk your hands between your legs. I want you to try to keep your fingertips either pointed forward, or if you need to back off from the wrist, go ahead and rotate your fingers to the sides, but no more than 90 degrees right or left. Now, come into that deep fold. Walk your hands between your legs. Push your fingertips down. Pull your torso down between your thighs. And get as close as you can to getting your shoulders between your knees. Now, when you can't fold any deeper, keep your fingertips pressing down. Look straight down. And then all at once, set your palms flat, bend the elbows, sit on your arms, and keep your knees squeezing toward your shoulders. And keep the tension on the inner thighs. If you're sitting on the floor, you kind of just got to start all over again. But if your butt's still lifted, see about bringing your feet towards center. You can take the arm pressure pose. Now for that, you just hook at the ankles, and then just squeeze the legs together to stay balanced. Here you can move around. If you're going to take Firefly, the inner thighs are still engaged. But try to point your toes forward. You don't have to straighten all legs all the way. But keep squeezing in, and try to keep your chest facing down at least a little bit. It's going to be easier to hold that shape. When you're ready, from wherever you are, just go ahead and set yourself down and come down to a seat. Take a moment to shake things out a little bit. And we'll take one more entry, and this is going to be from seated. Now, I tend to find this a lot more difficult than the first entry, but some people find it's easier. If nothing else, you get the hip opener, so just work it on that basis here to start. Now, just keep your knees bent and keep your knees wide, and then bring your arms forward. Now, one leg at a time, you're going to bring the legs over your arms. So with both hands, take hold of the left leg. Now, try to get the left knee behind the left shoulder. And once that leg's hooked, press the left arm into your left leg. Bring that hand to the floor to keep your leg in place. Now, at the right hand, work that right leg up. Again, try to get the knee close to the shoulder. Once you're ready, just press the right elbow into the right thigh and bring the hand down. Now, just start to rock forward and back. And as you come forward, try to take that fold a little bit deeper between the thighs. And then I'll take this up on 3. So when the hands come down on 3, squeeze the legs together and shoot the toes forward. 1, 2, and then on 3. Squeeze in, Shoot the toes forward, and if you time it just right, you can lift your butt up off the floor. Just take this to where you can go. And then slowly, when you're ready, you can take this all the way back down. Now, once you're down, just take a moment, shake your hands out a little bit. And go take this down onto your back. Now, when you're down, just pull your knees into your chest and squeeze everything in tight. And then just release your grip and bring your feet down to the floor. And we'll just take one round of back bending here. So I'll start this with bridge, and you can take it into wheel if you want to go further. Now, feet and knees about hip-width distance apart. Bring the heels close enough in that your low back's basically flat. Arms at your sides, palms down. Just keep your gaze high. Now, when you're ready, with an inhale, press your feet, lift your hips, squeeze your glutes. And just stay lifted like this. Keep your hips pushing up. Now, to take your bridge deeper, you can bring the hands under your hips. Maybe interlace the fingers. You can pull the palms toward each other. You can work the shoulders further behind your back to open up your chest even more. But keep your hands pushing down. Keep your hips lifting up. Now, if you can take it further still, keep the glutes engaged, but release your hands. And then the hands come down around your head. Once you're ready, press into your palms. You can lift to the top of your head first. And then whenever you're ready, straighten your arms. Now, hips toward the ceiling, chest toward the back of the mat. Keep your glutes tensed. And let your chest open up here. Now, whatever bend you're in, keep your breathing long and smooth. When you're ready, slowly bring everything back down to the mat. And then once you're down, pull your knees to your chest and squeeze everything in. Now, we're going to take this into Supta Gomukhasana. So just release the left foot to the floor. Pull the right knee to your chest. And open up your right leg to 90 degrees. Now, cross the legs. Bring the left knee in tight behind the right. It's going to be opposite hand to opposite leg. You can hold the knees, and that's good enough. If you want to take it further, work your hands down toward your feet. And if you're going to take it deep, curl your toes toward your hands and pull the feet down toward the floor and up toward your shoulders at the same time. Now, whatever grip you have, keep your knees close. Keep pulling down to flatten your spine. And then press up into your hands as the hands are pulling down. And just breathe with this here. Take an inhale. With the exhale, release your grip and untangle the legs. Switch it out, right foot to the floor. Left knee to your chest, open your left leg to 90 degrees. And then cross your legs and bring the right knee in behind the left. Now again, pull down, opposite hand to opposite leg, maybe hold the knees. Maybe work the hands further down. And if you're going to take it deep, curl your toes toward your hands. And pull the feet toward the floor and up toward the shoulders. Again, whatever you're gripping, keep your knees drawn in close. Pull down to flatten your spine against the floor, but then push up into your hands at the same time here. Take an inhale. With the exhale, just release the grip and untangle the legs. Pull your knees to your chest for just a moment. And then go ahead, release your left leg, extend it out fully. Left arm down to your side. With your right hand, take hold of the right big toe. Now pull down, and as you're pulling with the right hand, press your right foot up toward the ceiling. Keep that tension working up and down and look for the stretch on the back of the right thigh. Now, if you got a straight right leg, draw that big toe directly over your shoulder. And just breathe into this here. Keep your left side active as well. Dig your left heel down. Keep the glutes squeezing on the left. Breathe into this. Now, if you want to take this with a little bit of a twist, you can switch your grip. Bring the left hand to the outside edge of the right foot. And then reach your right arm out to the side and bring that right hand to the floor. Now, while you're holding this, see about bending your left elbow, lifting your left shoulder. But again, keep the left side active. Left heel digging down, glutes engaged on the left. And just breathe into that stretch on the back of the right thigh here. Just take things to where you want to go. Take an inhale. Exhale, release. Come back to center. Pull both knees in for a moment. And then go ahead and switch it. Extend your right leg straight. Right arm at your side. Left arm reaches for the left big toe. Pull down. As you're pulling with the left hand, extend the left leg straight up. Now keep the tension working up and down. Look for that stretch on the back of the left thigh. Breathe into it here. If the left leg straight, draw the big toe directly over your shoulder. Keep the right side active. Dig the right heel down. Squeeze the glutes on the right. And then to take that little bit of a twist if you want to go there. With the right hand, hold the outside edge of the left foot. Left arm reaching out to the left. Bring that hand to the floor. Now as you hold this, start to bend the right elbow to lift the right shoulder. And still, keep the glutes squeezing on the right. Keep your right heel pressing down. Just breathe into this. Take an inhale. Now at the exhale, just come back to center. Pull both knees in. And then let's take it to happy baby. Go ahead, reach between the knees. Take hold of the outside edges of your feet. Stack your ankles above your knees and pull down on both sides. Draw the knees toward the floor, outside your ribs, and push your feet back up into your hands at the same time. Keep the tension working both up and down. Flatten your spine, sink your tailbone toward the floor. If you want to take this further, you can rock a little bit side to side. And further still, you can extend your legs out against your grip. And then finally from here, take a deep inhale, draw it down as much as you can. And then with the exhale, just release. Extend your legs out fully. Lay your arms to your sides. Open up your palms toward the ceiling. And then just let your eyes close here and let your body settle down into the mat. And then let yourself move again here, fingers and toes, arms and legs. Take an inhale, reach your arms out long past your head. And then bring it all back in, bring the elbows toward your chest. Pull your knees up as well. And find your way up to a comfortable seat. Ground yourself into the mat here, stack your spine. And then bring your hands up to heart center. Take a deep inhale here. Hold on to it at the top. And then just let everything go. I thank you for joining class. Namaste.